Hey, here today to just talk about this eczema thing again and where I am right now, which is a all fruit diet. But I'll get to that in like a couple of minutes. Basically, I'm just here to tell you what's wrong um, with us, why eczema is coming out, or psoriasis, or any kind of skin condition. Basically, our lymph system is backed up, and your lymph system is 3/4 of your body's fluid. The other 25% is your blood, and those two fluids run through every single cell in your whole entire body, like they flow around, um, and your body is just a bunch of cells in these two fluids, and just to make things like simple, um, a cell makes an organelle, then makes an organ, and then your organs make up your whole body, and then those fluids flow around inside the wall of the cell, or the pancreas, the different glands, brain, whatever, flows through everything. Um, and basically, our lymph system is is just backed up full of acid, and how we get acid in our lymph system is by consuming all those dairy products, um, all the meats, all high proteins, everything, acid, 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 grains, um, and eventually we get backed up, and it's so backed up that our kidneys can't filter it in time, so it comes out of our face or out of our stomach, out of our arms, wherever. Um, that just means you're lymphatically clogged, and acid, since your skin's your third kidney, it's just gonna come out of the skin. I was lymphatically, I guess you could say, constipated um, in the head area. It was coming out of my face. Right. Well, now it's not really, because, well, my kidneys are filtering, and another reason is why the lymph isn't moving is because the kidneys aren't filtering, and um, to get the kidney healthy, you need to eat healthy, which is practically an all fruit diet. You want to get to an all fruit diet for whole detoxing. Um, I just did a 20-day great fast, and right now I'm on a, I don't know, I'll just see how long I go with this. I'm probably just like a 20-day fruit juice with just grapes and lemons, because I'll get to that part in a second too. Um, so basically, to move your lymph system out of your body, you need to have astringent foods, the fruits, and you need to have properly working kidneys. Now, if your kidneys aren't working properly, well, that's why it's also coming out of your face, because your kidneys aren't filtering it. Um, but what's going to happen when you start eating these fruits? Um, like if you suck on a lemon, it's kind of like that puckering sensation, or you take a handful of grapes, and um, it's the same exact reaction. You just kind of like, yeah. Um, that's the pulling motion, and it's astringent pulls. And basically, when you eat those foods, it's going to be pulling the lymph out of you. It doesn't, and if your kidneys aren't working properly, it's gonna pull it anywhere. I mean, your all the acid waste can come through the skin. You'll get bigger breakouts. That's what happened to me. I started getting more down here, and like, I don't know, just on the side of the face. It got pretty bad. Um, During the grape fast, I was just really pulling it since my kidneys weren't, filtering well. And I was just so clogged up in this head area. And another reason I knew I was clogged up in there because I had tonsillitis, but I no longer have tonsillitis ever since I started the fruit, which I started this back in August. Um, so you need your kidneys filtering, and you need the astringent, foods. You need the right chemistry to be put into your body. So, I mean, I would try to get as much raw as you can, um, with, but the raw you want to be in is with like 90% fruits and, I don't know, 10% vegetables, but you want to go even farther because the vegetables will slow you down. The fruits work at a higher like magnetic frequency, and that's what your um, nervous system runs on. It's just like if you stick a wire to like a lemon or a grape, apple, whatever you want to call it. Um, like the light bulb lights up if you ever seen that kind of demonstration. But if it's for like a vegetable, um, the electricity running through the vegetable isn't that great and it doesn't light up the light bulb. So you want those fruits, and the fruits that you mostly want to consume, to start off with are the fruit. I mean the berries and then the melons. Those will give you the right nutrients. Like those are the most nutrient rich foods in the world. Um, but then you eventually want to work up to a big detox with just the subacid fruits, the grapes, um, apples, peaches, that kind of stuff. And then the lemons, um, lemons, you want to also add that in lemon water, lemon juice, whatever. Just make sure the fruits are ripe or else they'll be acidic. But generally, people don't eat um, unripe fruits unless they're like bananas because they don't like them splotchy. But um, then it's still a little acid. I don't know, but so you want to get those fruits in your body, and it will pull all the acid waste out of you, and then say your kidneys aren't filtering well or your kidneys are damaged or whatever. What causes your kidneys to not proper well? Well, cells are weak and are damaged. And how do you get, cells to be strong again? Well, you move the acid waste away from them, and then you give them the nutrition with the blood. Your blood feeds them, and you give them the right nutrition with um, the fruits, and then the cells grow stronger and stronger every single cycle. Um, so basically, same thing with like cancer and all that, different mumbo jumbo medical doctor baloney. Cancer is just a damaged cell, and acid just is what causes everything to deteriorate or die or whatever. So by moving out that acid waste, just like you're doing, eczema or whatever, you do the same exact thing for, cancers, just at a higher level because cancer is a little more serious. Yes, eczema can turn into, like, since I'm all clogged up in here, this can turn into brain cancer and Parkinson's and Alzheimer's and all those great diseases, because all the acid is trapped up here. So it's eventually just going to get worse and worse and worse, and decay and decay and decay my cells and make them weaker. If I just cover up the symptoms and put the cortisone steroids on and keep on drinking gallons of milk a day and eating tons of meat and protein, I'm gonna be making some more videos on all these, great myths that are put out by the medical industry, the health, nutrition industry, the government, all that great stuff, to, spread some truth out into this world. We'll somewhat try. Um, so basically, like I said, um, whoever's just watching this, get on an all fruit diet. Um, symptoms might get be worse for a little bit. They were pretty bad for me for about 2 months. But I mean, the faster you dig deeper, like the faster it's over with. I want to be done with this stuff um, by November. Well, Thanksgiving, or by Christmas, because well, I want to be able to eat I guess a normal American meal with my family. So, um, but I'm still going to eat lots of fruits and vegetables and everything. But I'm gonna occasionally eat cooked foods with my family. Um, you know, during special occasions or whatever. I'm not gonna like just totally abandon myself from the social world. I mean, right now, um, I might not be. I'll probably be like 80, 90% raw. But then, eventually, when I get older, I'll probably go completely raw. Um, but just move the lymph out of your body. Bring the acids out with those fruits. Make sure your kidneys are filtering, and you can tell if they're filtering because if you look in your pee, you can see like white flakes, like just a lot of them just swimming or like floating around, and you want your pee to be cloudy. Um, but you have to get your head down in the toilet to actually see this. And then but you can also like take herbs, like herbal tinctures or whatever to strengthen like the kidneys, um, and like move the lymph if you can find an herbal tincture. I have one for the kidneys, um, the kidneys, lymph, adrenal, and the the colon. And another thing about you also want to make sure your adrenal glands are working properly too, because they release hormones to your kidneys to tell them to filter or not. So if your kidneys aren't filtering, you got to go back to the adrenals too, because there's a lot of adrenal weaknesses in America now. I mean, especially with younger kids. The reason I got this is because I had an adrenal weakness. I got a cortisone steroid shot in my arm. When you give your body something from the outside source, something that it already makes, then it stops producing it on its own. And so my adrenals got shot, and literally a week after this shot, I started getting eczema on my face. So I was, I'm pretty grateful. I did that pointless shot. Kind of pissed off, but kind of glad because I learned all this shit. Um, but and then another thing I want to let you guys know, if you guys have any questions, just subscribe, comment, ask questions, message me, whatever, and I'll, get back to you, and I'll also hit on various other topics, for if you guys have any other symptoms or any questions about detoxing. I'm also going to be doing some videos on, how to live like this, this lifestyle. Another thing I want you guys to check out is this Dr. Robert Morse, ND. So type in ND Robert Morse, Morse, in the search bar. Great naturopath. He just made like a large amount of videos over the summer. Now it's not like a scam. Like this guy gave me the last part, to this whole detoxing, which was the fruits, and I mean you'll learn a ton of shit from him, and he wants to get this word out, and he doesn't care if he goes down doing it because he's saving people, and well, he's getting old, but he's a great man. Love the guy. 15 minutes are getting close, so just I guess subscribe, comment, whatever, and get back to me.